Hey everybody, it's Mark Hanna coming with another Hot Thunder episode 3. You playing Regiments lives, not live stream, but playing it at full speed live. And here's the results from last time that I played. You can see it was a decisive victory with this many points, over 200 points. I didn't get quite to 250 because I really couldn't finish the third phase. I just didn't have enough juice. So I just kind of hung out and finished it, which is kind of a boring episode, so that's why I didn't put it up. But here's the final losses and everything like that. You can see I'm blue, so dead versus wounded versus missing and so forth. I lost 71 vehicles. I'll tell you what, you don't want to lose that many vehicles in this game, but that's what happens. This game is very fast, very close range. It's a tough adjustment, I think, for ASL players like myself, where you know all of the odds. You're looking at the tables every single time. You've got the infantry fire table, you got the vehicle to hit table and to kill tables, and so on and so on. Here, this is all built in. When you play a computer game, everything's built in, so you really can't know what's going on so easily. You got to get an intuitive feel. And so you start off at slow speeds, and then you got to go up to full speed to really get a feel for how quickly these things mature. And while you're playing NATO, you do have sort of an advantage, but if they come in behind you and they flank you, you're not going to survive very long. So this last couple of episodes here, I've learned quickly that it's easy to lose control of a situation, and you better be willing to pull out of a dangerous situation or you're going to get killed. If you pull out before you lose too much, you get refit and you can bring the unit back in pretty quickly from the starting zone. If you let it get killed off, it takes longer. And finally, if it's completely squashed and annihilated, which can happen, you can't bring it in ever again in these multiple stage battles. So anyway, that's what's going on here. So let's look at the next battle. It's going to be another operational thing. I'll be NATO. We're still fighting in this area of Sentag with the German Corps. I'll be the Germans versus the East Germans. So there's going to be some similar equipment to the last time. They're going to be attacking. We've got to defend, and I think we have to do a night counterattack, which should be fun. So that's what will be happening. We can look at these other pieces of information down here. So here's my objectives: disrupt their areas, reinforce the defensive line. So I got to hold Gottenden, it looks like. I'm not sure. I haven't played it yet. And then prevent them from penetrating. So I've got to have a mobile screen and take him out when he tries to attack. So we got a 2-phase stage 1, a 3-stage phase 2. The last time I played difficulty 2, I'm not going to go up in I could. This is just a picture. But I don't think I will. I'm still going full speed, so I'm not quite an expert yet. I'm learning this as we go. So anyway, that's the scoop. Let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and start playing this. And hope you enjoy. Hey, all right, folks. We're going to continue our operations here. We've played Dissonance and Reaction. This next one is called Blind Guard. Okay. And I talked to this about in the intro. Colonel, the situation around Mulhausen remains unknown. A wide jamming effort makes communications extremely difficult. Corps HQ remains out of contact, sir. And our Soviet liaison appears confused as we are. So apparently there's a rebellion by these Germans. That's not all the bad news. As insane as it sounds, East German 11th Motorized Schütze Division is rapidly moving to the attack. The Volksarmee recon companies have already overrun the Bundesschutz posts. And the forward elements are assembling at the border. Multiple intelligence sources report the rest of the division is passing through the Eisenbach Gap as we speak. HQ wants your Kampf group to reinforce the weak forward forces in the beginning, or at the front there, between Kassel and Göttingen, delay the East Germans, and then use the night. Apparently in the middle, I will need to disrupt the enemy by a counterattack. Godspeed. Well, thank you to that. Thank you for that. All right, so we've got all this stuff set up. We aren't going to put any of these things on. Accuracy, all of these will be normal. Speed is at 1.0 also. So I'll play it at medium, lieutenant type strength. And I'll be NATO. Let's see what happens when we go to the battle here. Let me turn off this light. I don't know if it's going to affect things here. Okay, so let's turn that off. Okay, to battle. Okay, before I start analyzing this, let me stop the tape and make sure it's recording well. Okay, should be recording here. It looks like we are. So that's good. So here we've got this information here. I wonder, I don't know when I'm doing a game recording if it has any pointers or anything. I don't see that. I don't see that. It has that information here. But anyway, so you can see it gives you a, where we start is with the Schwarzmore raid. I guess that's us. We want to hit the flank for 280 victory points and then go and take the Uslar Valley for another 300. So that's our line of attack. It looks pretty straightforward. We have these elements here, recon platoon, 2 recon platoons, a couple of leopard platoons, 1 martyr, which is basically a little bit of anti-tank with an infantry to hold ground. Got some engineers to clear box, I guess. Anti-tank group. So some of these are new to me here. This looks like a mortar here. HQ to help with concentrate fire and so forth. And the usual supply and anti-air artillery is here. It comes with artillery smoke and an artillery strike that costs a certain amount. Now, this operational money has to be spent. I can spend it to improve the deployment points, the tactical support that I get on the map at the beginning, and the supplies that I can get. But if I do spend this money on this, then if I have losses, I can't use it to replace those losses. So I'm going to be conservative here and not spend any points on this stuff here. So the next stage here is these events. So we have some possible events, and I can pick the event. Which one do I want? So I could have this negative event. Minus 30% suppression resistance, as the psychology of their attack may inflict some problems for me. Do I want to get that out of the way now? It looks like it may not always come up. Let's not pick it. Air superiority is always nice. Spurious events. That doesn't look too negative. Or we can just do an uneventful one. Let's do an uneventful one here and start the battle. Okay. So, the Schwarzmore raid. Gives you some tips. Supply platoons set to alternative mode will only refit your units, ignoring allies. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know they were restoring the allied stuff. Sometimes allies are sitting out there in different positions. They don't tend to do anything that you can control. They can be helpful, or they might attack something you don't care about. But they have been quite helpful before. All right, so let's look at the tactical situation. Here's the map. Here's where we come on. As soon as I hit this pause button, I'm not going to be allowed to stop, really. So the swamp, that's owned by the enemy, it looks like. Where do we start? Where's our entry point? Boy, all of this is owned by them. We start here, so there's nothing we can start. It looks like in this section or in this section. Since we want to destroy targets at Hill 172 and destroy targets at Friedland. So when you're raiding, you're just trying to destroy targets. So let's find these areas. There's Friedland here. So in order to go in and destroy targets, I've got to run through all of these. Doesn't look like there's a particular supply route through there. Is there a road in here? You can see this looks like a night scenario. You can barely see these towers here. I can use illumination to see what's going on. We'll probably do that. So here we go. So there's the Freeland spot. And then Hill 72. Where are you, Hill 72? There's where his stuff comes in. 61, 72. Yeah, so they're usually spread out. And it's not too bad. I've seen worse. Looks like this is the place to come in, but I'm going to have to watch out for counterattacks from Swamp. I'm going to go straight here and take out Swamp. Then from Swamp, I can head to Hill 62, at which point then I can go in either direction to take the victory points. Looks pretty straightforward. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any air units. I don't have any helicopter assets. I just have all of this. Right, so I can put 700 pounds worth of stuff. We're certainly going to want these recon units out there. There's 2 recon units out. Then it's certainly 1 platoon of leopards must go out there. 450. HQs will help with the surprise. Where's my HQ? There's an HQ here. Doesn't look like the command unit is like very powerful. In fact, he looks quite vulnerable. I'll have to keep him out of harm's way. We don't want any air attacks hitting us, so we need to have the air Gepards with us. And here, I believe these are artillery mortars. Yes, those are artillery mortars. Still have 150 points left. We'll need some infantry. 75 points left. I don't know if we'll need the engineers. You never know, though. We can call them up later. What's this? It's another set of leopards I can't afford. Let's get the supply trucks with us now. Okay. That's pretty much everything I can do. So what I'm going to do is we will illuminate this. After I get to 1/3 of the way, I'll illuminate it, and then I'll hit it with smoke, or I might have to hit that with smoke. I'm not sure. So let's set up the Lukes. Don't let him shoot in the beginning. Let's send the other one out. Don't let him shoot. He'll go that way. The rest of those guys, will come a little bit later. Here we go. We're starting. So there's the leopards. Mortar. Martyr. Supply in the back. Those things here. Alright, now we gotta look and see what we can see. Up, we already got spotted activity here. Let's stop this guy. They're already on the attack. Okay, let's illuminate this. Get these looks out of here. And this leopard. Let's go ahead and target that. Gepard up. HQ up. They're illuminated now. Let's attack those guys. There, we're taking them out. Let's deploy these guys out of their tanks. Looks like that was successful. T-72s are out. Okay, good. Let's now get this looks up here. And kind of generally head these guys up here. Like that. Get that up there. I'm not sure what the range of it is. Supplies in the back. I still don't have anything else. Okay, did I deploy the infantry here? No, I didn't yet. Oh, this looks like trouble. We've got to get out of there. Alright. Smoke this thing. Do some artillery blasting here. We can stop. Where's the other looks? Let's lose it. Have I lost anything yet? No, I have not. There's the other looks. Send him up. Send him around the flank. Make sure they can't shoot. Check our ammo. 78%. Hold that. Smoke that again. Hit it with artillery. HQ's in good shape. Martyrs. They're out of their thing. I need to get them back up in. Alright. And that line goes up there in mobile mode. Alright. All looking good. Got T-55s operating out on the flank here. This looks... He's lost one tank. This looks... has not lost any tanks. Alright, looks like they've taken off. Let's get these guys up and in there. Moving fast. What is this? That's another... that's my artillery. Why are they going that way? Must be something in the way. Good, looking good. Okay. Uh-oh. Attack that. Fire at that. Attack that. Yeah. Should have had my looks over here. He's attacking me from here as well. These martyrs are okay. Let's get them out of here. Uh-oh. Lost my leopards. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. I'm gonna dismount those guys and get them into town. Looks like I was premature here. Yep, I lost all my guys. Press the attack too quickly. You can see here, I've lost my leopards. Can't get them back right away. I do have an artillery strike. Let's hit that. getting some stuff back here. What can I get? Good part. Leopards. These guys have to go fast. Get back in. Smoking that. Did I lose my HQ as well? I did. Bring it in. Hands full here. I not want to get Dougie out. Let's put this thing over here. Pressure is high. These Panzer Grenadiers. Let's get them out. Oh, they got wiped out. I think it's hard to take out. I think I finally did it. Let's go in. How's the ammo on this? Down to 2%. Let's get it back to town. Took a lot of hits there. That guy's getting annoying to me. Let's bring another martyr in. I'll tell you what. Start losing this stuff. Okay, Swamp's gonna be taken.
Zone captured.
Let's get this look attacking that. Here come some leopards. We need to attack these things. Let's do an artillery strike on them as well. See what I got. What can I bring back in? Bring these back in. Tank things back in. What? My HQ. They're hitting me on both flanks. Get my Jaguars up there. My mortar thing up there. What are you doing? Get back here. He's only got one. Let's go back. Alright, let's get these looks in here. Comes the looks on the flank. Let's get him up here. Up. Stop. What do we got here? Yeah.
5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, I'm not doing so well. Not doing so well. Don't think I'll have time to really get this done. All right, Lux. See what the recon boys can do. Stop that. Stop that. Alright, these guys should be deployed. Yeah, they are. Let's move undercover close. Maybe we can get swamp at least. We have to get swamp. No, at the hill. Or Friedland. I don't think we're gonna get it. Totally ran out of time. It's the full speed part. The full speed part makes it difficult. Took me too long. Maybe I tried to fight too deliberately and I should have gone faster. Just gone like hell bent for leather, but there seemed to be a lot of guys coming at me. And so I'll have to replay this one. Strike it. Can I do a strike? No, I can do illumination. How's my ammo holding out? This guy has no ammo. You have to have ammo. Looks like my supplies got wiped out. Look at all the stuff they got. You wonder if it's even possible for me to attack with the forces that I had. Not really sure how these operations are set up. Maybe they're set up so you can fail. But he's got these T-72s in here. T-55s aren't great. There's my looks got wiped out. Jaguars firing missiles. Took out a T-72. Got another minute left. All I have left is the Jaguars. Leopards over here.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute remaining. Okay. Somebody's ammo is low. Oh. The Jaguar. Yep, he's got to come back. Ammo's low. All that's left is these. Still have some ammo. Look how many guys are coming at me. Here comes my supply. Too little, too late. 12 seconds left. Alright, gonna see the results here in a second of this disaster. He's illuminating me. Oh. All right, here's the losses. We had 37 to 54, 33 to 22. Lost a lot of vehicles. Yep, no victory points. I did control some objectives. Yes, sir. Sorry about that bad performance, sir. All right, so we can quit that. And we can then look at what's going to happen for the next phase. And we have 339 points, and we have a lot to replace. But we'll go ahead and replace everything that we can. New men. Need to be more careful with my men, I'd say. Alright, so all of this won't be saved, but I'm just showing you that it spent about 200 of my points. So what was I low on? I could have used some more deployment points for sure. Tactical support was minimal as well. So if we spend 75 points on extra deployment, 50 on tactical support, leaving 61. Okay, so that's the plan. All right. Now we're still here. I don't even know if I got any victory points. I don't think so. All right, well, there we go. That's it. Boy, what a terrible performance. But just for the sake of being honest, I'm going to place this up there. You guys, if you play this game, you can tell me what I might have done wrong. I don't have a lot of people following me in this game because normally I don't do games like this. So, and I'm not so sure this is a very popular game out there, but it's quite fun. I highly recommend it. All right, talk to you soon.